Today I have the Xtreme Production aluminum swash plate for the blade Nano CPX, and this Xtreme Production swash plate is made from grade 70-75 aluminum. It also includes a back anti-rotation guide, which puts the anti-rotation pin on the same level as the swash ball, as the stock swash on the Nano has the pin lower, which could cause some cyclic interactions, but Xtreme fixed that for us. As always with all Xtreme products, you have your instructions on how to install the product. Most new Xtreme products also include a sticker sheet. And here's the swash plate, which I'm going to open up, and I'll be right back to show you what it looks like. Now here's a close-up of the Xtreme Production swash plate. And you can see it's machined very nicely, and as with the rest of Xtreme swash plates, ever since they came out with their swash plate for the Blade MCPX, their version 2 swash plate for it, and their 130X swash plate, every swash plate that I've gotten from them has been excellent, including this one. The bearings in them are just so smooth. The center ball pivots very freely, and on the main shaft of this one, it definitely has a greater pivot angle than the stock one does. So this one will get you a little bit more cyclic throw if you set your servos with enough travel. And overall, it's a very nicely machined piece. And I'm going to install it on the helicopter and show you what it looks like. Now I'm going to show you how to install the rear anti-rotation guide. And as you can see, there's these slits and cuts in the bottom. And those line up with notches that are built into the back of the Nano's frame. The easiest way I found to install this is, on the back you have this little ridge here, and it hooks onto the back of the frame. And I found it's easiest if you hook it onto the back of the frame first, like this, and then simply slide it back up like this, while keeping the ridge in the back of the frame. And it's a little difficult to do with one hand, so I'm going to do it off camera. But this ridge on the back, just simply slide it over the back ridge of the frame, and while pressing down, just slide the rest of the guide back so it's straight up and down, and it will be held securely into place. There's no need to use glue or anything like that. So now I'll install the guide and the swash plate, and I'll show you what that looks like. So here's the swash plate and the rear anti-rotation guide installed. Everything fits together perfectly, and it looks very nice. All the links fit onto the balls perfectly. They snapped on real nicely. And one thing to note is the elevator link in the back. You're going to have to give that a half turn, because on the stock swash plate the rear ball faces out, but on the Xtreme one it faces in. So just make sure you give it a half turn to make sure it fits onto the ball link correctly. The bearings in this are pretty slop free, so you're going to have nice tight cyclic responses. They're going to be nice and crisp. The anti-rotation pin is plenty long. It's not going to come out of the guide. And this guy's just really nicely designed because you don't need to use glue or anything. It was just designed to snap onto the frame perfectly. I'll try and focus in on it better if I can get my camera to. Alright, so right here, hopefully you can see, it just snaps right over the back edge of the frame. And there's this ridge on the back side, and they just line right up with the ridges in the Xtreme anti-rotation guide, and it just snaps right on. Perfect fit. It's really easy to do. And overall, this Xtreme Production swash plate is a very nice upgrade for the Blade Nano CPX. And if you'd like to save some weight, you could cut off the stock anti-rotation guide because it is no longer needed.